Gonzaga, St. Mary's, Rhode Island out front. The term mid-major gets thrown around a lot in college basketball, but it doesn't really kick in on a mainstream level until, that big tournament that captures the nation's attention. But mid-major can also be rather synonymous with bracket buster and Cinderella in the sense that it's a poorly seeded team based on its league's RPI that pulled off an underdog upset. So, consider this an introduction into teams with that type of potential, while being ranked based on giant-slaying credentials such as previous wins against power league teams or dominating their own conference play. It's also a debated term since teams such as Gonzaga and Wichita State separated themselves over the years as being elite-level teams with Final Four potential. But for this ranking, we'll only segregate based on leagues. More, from mid to major, transfers move up for a chance to be there in March. Wooden watch, Trae Young the playmaker, and scorer. At the top note, rankings do not include any teams from the 7 power conferences: AAC, ACC, Big Ten, Big East, Big 12, SEC and Pac-12. All other teams apply. 1. Gonzaga, 18-4, 8-1 WCC. Yes, the Zags are on this ranking despite being a perennial top 25 team that has defied mid-major odds. And yes, Gonzaga is number 1 despite losing on its home floor to St. Mary's on January 18. Previous wins against Ohio State and Creighton speak volumes, and clashes against the likes of Villanova and Florida in non-conference show Mark Few's team is more prepared to beat top seeds in the dance. Key guy, Jonathan Williams, 13.8 ppg, 7.2 rpg. 2. St. Mary's, 22, 9-0 WCC. The Gales made a major statement by beating Gonzaga and taking command of the WCC, and the non-conference portfolio looks better than years past. But it's still lacking meat. Key guy, Jock Lonsdale, 22.4 ppg, 10.2 rpg. 3. Rhode Island, 16-3, 8-0-8-10. Unfortunately for the Rams, the Atlantic 10 is seriously down, which means that a loss in league play could be as a significant resume blemish. But as of right now, the Rams are rolling through A10 competition and have a solid at-large bid profile. Key guy, Jared Terrell, 18.3 ppg. 4. Nevada, 18-4, 7-1 MWC. There was a point in time when the Mountain West was shredding its mid-major label by sending 5 of 9 teams to the NCAA tournament and sporting a legit RPI. That time is not now. But that doesn't take away from how good the Wolfpack have been. Key guy, Caleb Martin, 19.7 ppg, 5.4 rpg. 5. New Mexico State, 17-3, 5-0 walk. 2 of the Aggies' 3 losses came against top-tier teams St. Mary's and USC, and a win against Miami illustrates the squad's giant-slaying capabilities. Key guy, Zach Lofton, 19.9 ppg, 5.1 rpg. 6. Middle Tennessee, 15-5, 7-1 CUSA. Losses to USC, Miami and Auburn are respectable to a team that has pulled off huge upsets in the past 2 NCAA tournaments under longtime coach Kermit Davis. Key guy, Nick King, 21.7 ppg, 7.9 rpg. 7. Western Kentucky, 14-6, 6-1 CUSA. The Hilltoppers beat arguably the toughest team in the country right now in Purdue in November. This group also beat SMU and played number 1 Villanova close. Key guy, Darius Thompson, 14.7 ppg, 4.9 ep. 8. Boise State, 17-4, 7-2 MWC. The Broncos are one step down from Nevada, but still a dangerous team from the Mountain West. Key guy, Chandler Hutchison, 19.9 ppg, 8.1 rpg. 9. Louisiana, 18-3, 8-0 Sun Belt. There aren't any jaw-dropping wins from this team, but the way the Ragin' Cajuns from Lafayette have looked in the Sun Belt, they're the real deal. Key guy, Frank Bartley 4, 16.5 ppg. 10. Loyola Chicago, 17-4, 7-2 Missouri Valley. What warrants Loyola making the cut for this top 10 ranking over other contenders is the league it plays in. The Missouri Valley may no longer feature Wichita State, but it remains one of the toughest mid-major conferences in college basketball. Being out front in the Valley speaks for itself here. Key guy, Clayton Custer, 12.8 ppg, 4.0 ep. Also considered, BYU, Vermont, South Dakota State, Belmont, East Tennessee State. Highlights from college basketball this week.